Hey YouTube, so this is part two of my previous video when I said that I would do an installation of these Lewis LH4 downhill enduro brakes. So here I've installed the front brake, okay, and that went pretty smooth. Everything's ready to go. These things are beautiful. And I know I've said beautiful a lot of times on my previous video, but I mean, that's what they are. So they do have the reach adjustment, and they do have the bite adjustment in there. So you just turn that Allen bolt there, that screw, and that'll allow you to, if you want it quick or if you want it further down. So, man, these are pretty awesome. Okay, and I'll explain a little bit more when I install the other side. So I haven't installed that. And I haven't installed that because I wanted to show you. Okay, so they come assembled completely when you get the brakes in the box. As you can see in my previous video, they're gonna come with everything already attached. Now, if you're gonna do external routing, that's all cool. You don't need to do anything about that. But if you're gonna do internal routing for the rear, you are gonna have to take them apart. And I'm going to show you because it's a little bit different than other brakes that I've seen. So let's take a look at this. So these are beautiful. I mean, even the camera doesn't do them justice. Look at this. Okay. So what's different about these is that the way they are mounted to the lever. Okay. Most brakes have an olive, right? And but these are not, do not. So I'm going to show you. So these are actually a two-piece. It has a sleeve and it has this insert here. So I'm gonna take this off so I can show you how you would install these, and I'll be right back. Okay. So I got a little helper here to help me out with my camera. So I'm going to show you how you would disassemble these. So you get a 6mm wrench and 8mm wrench. Okay, with the 6 you're going to hold on to this sleeve, and with the 8 you're going to take off this nut. So all you do is you just turn it, and you see how it starts coming out from the sleeve. Okay, so you just take this off. So this is a two-piece style here. All right. So you can probably install it through the internal cable port with the sleeve, but this sleeve does twist off. So you can remove this sleeve. Okay, you see how it's a two-piece? So this goes in there like this. And that's what compresses it. When you put it in here, that's what will compress the hose, because it expands it, and then it'll expand against the, compress against the sleeve here. So what I'm gonna do is, if I want to do internal routing with this, it's not gonna work. So what I need to do is put on some kind of sleeve or cover, and I do have two types here. I have an old hose here from some other brakes that I installed, so I'm gonna take this one off and put it in here. I do have this little rubber boot that I can just put on there, and that'll keep the fluid from leaking. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and internal route it through my bike, and when I do that and they're installed, I'm gonna show you how to reinstall this, because I'm probably gonna end up cutting the cable to make it shorter. But when you do install to a new part of the cable, if you cut it, you do need to thread this first, okay, because that's what's holding on all the compression. You need to thread this first, and then take it off, then install the sleeve, and then install this back in. So I'll show you that process once I've already routed everything, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. So I've already installed the rear brake and I did the internal routing. So now I'm ready to show you how to install these brakes, okay? So what you're going to do first, I already know how much I need to cut. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this much. And I did confirm that these holes are stainless steel braided, so that's pretty cool. A little bit more pressure that it can withstand. Okay, so then what you want to do is grab yourself a little pick or a pen or anything that'll fit in here. You want to poke in there and you want to make this hole a little bit bigger, okay? And the reason you want to do that is because you're gonna get this piece and you're gonna pre-thread it, okay? So you're gonna screw it into the hose. Screw it as far as it'll go, so keep on going. Okay. So you see how that first thread went in there? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna screw it back out. Okay. Then you're gonna get that sleeve that I was talking about. Okay, this sleeve. And you're gonna put it in there on the hose. And you're gonna twist it all the way down. You're gonna feel it go down, and you're gonna be able to see where the hose is coming up there. Okay, so now you're pre-threaded. Now you're ready to see how the sleeve has threads and this has threads on top. So this bottom part's gonna thread to the hose and this is gonna thread to the sleeve, just like this. Now let me go get those wrenches that I used earlier, and they are right here. So you get your 6mm wrench and you hold the sleeve. You got your 8mm and you start threading this in. Okay. Whoops. Okay, so you turn this until it's nice and tight. You don't have to overdo it. Remember, this is aluminum. Alright, so that's nice and tight. So this is ready to be paired with the brake lever. So all you need to do is just put this together and start threading that in. Okay, remember, you're only going to do all this if you're doing internal routing. If you're doing external routing, there is no need for any of this. So grab your 8mm and just tighten this up. Remember, it's aluminum, you don't want to overdo it, okay? So now what you're going to do is you're going to install it to your handlebar. Okay, so let me go ahead and grab the other piece. So this is the bracket that you are going to use to install this to the handlebar. Okay, so you just put this on the bottom. See how it's got a sleeve there? Put it in the bottom, insert it in the hole. Okay, close this up, put the screw in there, and you're just going to tighten up that screw. And this is pretty basic stuff, guys. What I wanted to show you was what you needed to do to install these brake hoses, because it's different than what the nut is. The olive, actually, the olive style. So that's it, they're installed. Okay, so you just set these where you like, and then you tighten them up. So remember what I was telling you about these knobs here? So this knob is gonna adjust your reach, how far you want this to go, either all the way back or further in. The more you twist it out, the further in it's gonna go. Now that bolt in there, and you're gonna use this little tool here. Okay, and that goes in here, and you would twist. Make sure this outer one's not twisting, but you would adjust the inner bolt, the inner screw that's in there, with this little thumb Allen wrench, and you can actually adjust the bite point. So I did this one on this side already. Let me show you this one. So this is where I like it here, okay, and this is the bite point where I like. Okay, so it doesn't hit my fingers when I'm pressing it. I can do 2 or 1 finger braking, and it's not hitting my fingers out here. Now with this thing, I can adjust it to bite even sooner, or I can adjust it to bite even closer to the grips. Okay, and again, this one is to move it out further out, so you can see the difference. Look at how close this one is, and look at how far this one is. That would be way too far. This is a lot better here, and it bites just to where I like it. If you like it to bite sooner, you would adjust it with this thing in here, and you would just turn it until it bites where you like it to bite. Okay, so that's it for the installation, guys. The rest of it, pretty much, there's a million of videos out there and showing you how to install and bleed brakes. So you're probably gonna have to do a lever here bleed. You would just, this is the bleed hole right here, just, you know, to get it. I lost some fluid when I was installing it here because I had to cut the hose. So that's not a big deal. That's not a lot of fluid. I'm just gonna go ahead and bleed through here with the cup. Just add some fluid on there and just do a lever bleed until all the air comes out of that. But so what I'm going to do is tomorrow morning I'm going to start the testing. I got a long ride. It's all going to be downhill, probably about 15 miles of downhill, and I'll let you know how these perform. Look at those things. I mean, the camera doesn't do it justice. When the light hits it, there's a nice shine that the camera's just not catching. And like I said, they do have different colors. So when I have that video ready of me testing, I'll go ahead and upload it, and I'll let you know what I think about these brakes. See if they're a really good product or something that's not for me. But I'll let you know. Thank you.